Hey guys, happy Tuesday, and we are building on our strength this week. So again, we'll be doing the same rep scheme for our strength, just like we did with tempo. Deadlift is our movement of the day. So again, hopefully you're feeling strong with this. The movement pattern here, feet right under the hips. We're gonna really focus on getting a good back setup. So again, depending on your mobility here, we wanna make sure no matter what, when you come off the ground, that you're not rounding your back. So for most people, they're gonna reach down first, grab the bar. If it's really heavy, you might switch one hand over, but if it's not that heavy, you can just go two hands forward, okay? And then before the bar comes off the ground, you want it nice and close to your body. You'll see that it's basically touching my shins. My knees are slightly forward, all right? And then before I lift the bar, this is the most important, is I wanna make sure that I have a lot of tension in my back. I'm gonna pull my chest up, all right, and create a lot of tension in my back, and then I squeeze off the floor. At the top, I'm gonna squeeze my butt. I always say in class, feel the steel. As you come down, the bar should stay close to your body, right? We don't want to come down past the knee and then it jumps out in front of your body like that. So you always want to keep it from beginning to end, close to the body, okay? So you can do these one of two ways. You can do touch and go, where we do it like this. Touch and go at the bottom, or you can stop, reset, and then pull. The second way, where you reset at the bottom, is going to be more challenging, but it does develop more raw strength, okay? So that's going to be our strength portion. Those two waves, set of 6, set of 5, set of 4. We're going to do that again with a little heavier weight, all right? So from there, our conditioning. So our conditioning, we have 3 movements. We have Russian kettlebell swings and double unders. We're going to go 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. And we're gonna finish each round with cals on the assault bike, right? So Russian swing means that we are not gonna swing the kettlebell overhead, right? Similar movement pattern as the deadlift. We wanna focus on the hips pushing back, keeping the chest up to keep the back nice and tight. So you load the hips back and explode up just above eye level. Okay, again, really focusing on this snap through the hips. So my knees are bent, my hips are back, and the power comes from snapping those two together, right? And the weight drives up. You don't want to feel like you're lifting it, okay? So this is a great chance to feel a little bit heavier kettlebell than you're used to if you've been coming for a while, because we don't have to go through as big of a range of motion, right? And we're coupling this with the double under, right? So the classic double under is one jump, rope going underneath our feet twice. You notice my wrists are driving the rope, my hands are at my side. I'm able to talk and breathe, okay? So that's a skill you have to develop over time. You can scale down the number of reps if this is hard for you. You can put some singles in between. So I always tell people, if you're doing singles, go nice and slow. Focus on a nice high jump and try to work in a double as you go, right? If you do really, really fast singles, the tempo is a little different when you try to get to the double. So think high, slow singles, and try to work in doubles as you go, all right? We did get some new toys in the gym recently, as you probably noticed. This is called a drag rope, so it's a little bit more challenging if you want to try this. You can do this with both singles or doubles for the more advanced athletes, but here's what it looks like. It's just a little bit harder to turn, and a variation of what you might be used to. So the assault bike will finish the round. That's gonna be our conditioning. And then in our finisher, we've got 2 movements, right? So one is a walking death march. So again, this is all posterior chain stuff. So similar to the kettlebell swing, similar to the deadlift, we're gonna step forward and we're going to hinge, push your hips back, right? Don't round. Touch the ground, stand up, step. Okay, and we're gonna do that with as heavy a weight as you're comfortable with for 10 steps on each side. And movement number 2 will be a weighted cossack squat. So you can use a kettlebell or a dumbbell, that wide stance, okay? Good deep squat, stand up. You're gonna do 6 on each side, all right? So that will be our finisher, guys. See you tomorrow.